has sounded, and this crowd has begun its battle cry inside the walls of Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium.
Harrison Butker to kick
Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Arrowhead. LaVisca Chenault to return it. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
He won the MVP award. We all knew he'd capture at some point of his career. And to me, Katie, really did so because he further elevated everybody around him. That's what MVPs do. It's exactly what Josh did a season ago.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Now Allen off the play action. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they bring him down around the 34.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
It's Allen out of the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Allen on 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Hopefully not a sign of how this game is going to go as they step up for 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Digging deep in the playbook here. This is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Well, I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off.
Intercepted by the Bills. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Play action now with Allen. This is a heater going deep. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Ball's on the 1:48 to go. First down.
Yellow, yellow.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup.
16 yards.
And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So we saw dueling interceptions in a turnover-laden first quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking at first down here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Wait.
A second down run by Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Mahomes on first and 10. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, delivered.
Pacheco does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Now, Brock, still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's second and goal. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Butker on now to kick this one away. Brandon Condrington to return it. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'll be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
He beams one deep right. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked up by Jalen Watson.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Complete to number 5, Marquise Brown.
Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup.
Yellow.
Brings up second and 3.
To the air, Mahomes. Gets him on the in route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's a Chiefs first down.
And a Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Here's Mahomes. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Bills will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
First down 10 at the 32
First and 10 from the 32. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Throwing deep here for the end zone. And he has the Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get their first points of this game just before halftime. So Allen lining the Bills up to go for 2. All right, they're going to throw for it. And this is caught. And that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line. And this time, it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
It's a designed run from Mahomes. So less than a field goal separating these teams. Well, I guess we could have just kept both teams out here. We're moving past halftime and getting right to the start of the second half. Bass now to kick this away. Mejio with the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Out comes Kansas City. Its offense has it first to start quarter number 3. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
First down from the 42. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that brings up 4th and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. The Bills set to take over offensively. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Man in motion here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Looking to throw. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Nick Bolton has it. And the Chiefs will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. Lost by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
They've got first down here from the 36. Pressure coming from Mahomes. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Matt Milano in to pick it up. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line.
The score, Chiefs 13, Bills 8. Harrison Butker to kick off 14.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Cotterington now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And they just get the play off. Finds him on the crossing route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. So first down from the 41.
319!
Allen on the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. They get 22 out of that play. And the Bills have a first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he picks him up about 4 yards there. Second down coming up.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Play action now. Allen sends this to the end zone. Near the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a fourth-quarter lead. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex, right? They flip through their call sheet, they just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action with the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was the thing of beauty.
Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. 2-point lead doesn't do it much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, the lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time because we're in the final frame of this game. Unless we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much.
Nope.
Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
Eye on these two.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Buying some time right. He can run it. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. So 20 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that's a Chiefs first down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs trail by just one.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Yellow. Present.
Running is Pacheco. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It's Pacheco again. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Brought down by Shaq Thompson.
Offense to the line for second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the
They look to throw it. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He's stopped a step short of that first down marker.
Travis Kelce.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up third and 1.
Yellow.
They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up. Harrison Butker out now. He knows how big this try is. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. That one is good. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minutes.
16.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. You've set it downs for them from the 31. Here he is to throw. Big strike here to Moore. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Now Allen will lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for
Setting up to pass. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Bills fight their way to a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory.
Kansas City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
We have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in a zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And a Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Batted straight, it's Pacheco. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. Now a run here, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
Now 2nd and goal at the 16-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Mahomes now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Play action. Now Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg. It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the first down.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The escapability in evidence there. Is that one good for 15 in the first?
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in.
All right, so we skip the rest of halftime and get set for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Jackson going to keep it.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now it's Jackson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
From the gun on third down, Jackson will try and do this himself. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line.
He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give right side for Pacheco.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he stopped immediately there.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
16-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 9.
Now Mahomes.
And he rifles one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And this one too low.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson, options out left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Play action. It's Jackson. A check down here for Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase it.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 14-10, under a minute 20 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Kyle Hamilton was there defensively.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Finding Kelsey. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense. And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a...
York, New York.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. LaVisca Chenault to return it. Showing a little burst so far. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Play action now with Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. All right, 0-2 to start the game, and I'm guessing, partner, we're probably going to see a third pass now here. Allen on 3rd down. Off his back foot, he's going to hurl this one deep. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. Back for the Ravens, LeJohntay Wester. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. He's able to drive that pile of 9 yards. Making a tackle there, Joey Bosa.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Jackson's going to go on 4th. Wester finds the football complete. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. That's a gain of 10, and staring at that turnover on downs. Instead, they pick up the 1st. They send a tight end in motion. Here's Henry on the option. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His back Derrick Henry was the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Jackson now on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be a Baltimore 1st. So far, so good to begin this one as they've got a new set of downs beyond midfield. Tight end in motion left. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Forward.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Out of the gun, Henry. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive.
And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
And it's third down. Third and long.
Here he goes, third and long. Finds him on the slant. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. They're cobbled together a yard there. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Now, we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Quick slant to Samuel. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They will go. It's Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that first down. Play action now, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
We get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Cade, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort. Fred, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Bass's kick is good. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime anytime you score points right before the final frame. And for the kicker, well, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
LeJohntay Wester to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
So a field goal game at the half. A good one so going on a bit of a speed run, it seems. We are flying past halftime and going right to the start of the third quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for home.
Bass now to kick this away. Here's Wester on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Here comes the Baltimore offense to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has really kept them in this game. Now it's time for this offense to start putting up some points. They put Flowers in motion right. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
And what did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get it complete.
Now hit and Jackson loses the ball. But I think Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
From the gun, Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to wind up out of bounds on 3rd down, so they're going to be forced to punt this away now.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
2nd down. Here's Allen again. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. First and 10 from the 32. One of the tight ends motioning left. It's an option right that begins this drive. There he goes on the right side. Keeps on moving into the red zone. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. touchdown.
Okay, we know it's hard for running backs to get runs like that in the open field and find pay dirt from that distance. Even more rare to see a QB get it done. I don't think that'll be the last time he totes it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And a little close for comfort, but it does get to the end zone before going out for a touchback. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight.
So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman one time that game.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. And they just get the play off. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that will not be enough for a first down. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. He'll throw it. He set up the screen for Henry. And they get it done. Stop for a loss on 3rd down. That should get them the football back.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. Allen now on 1st down. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
It's one of those situations that I really can't critique the defense call at all. I mean, the X's and O's were everything you want, but unfortunately, the Jimmies and Joes, in double coverage of that tight end, couldn't get it done.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Oh, he lost the football! And the Ravens make the recovery. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. With that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit.
Automatic first down.
Owen. That's right.
On 1st down, Jackson. Forced out to his right. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Chased out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
A loss of a yard. It's second down.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Ravens up by 4. So after the sack, here comes 2nd and 11. Lamar now from the gun. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing a double coverage, odds are against you.
Setting up to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Look at him. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He'll look to throw it. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
They're going to pass it here. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Cotterington now to return it. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. The Bills set to take over offensively. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing now on 1st down. Allen. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's 2nd down.
Nate Wiggins on the coverage.
Back to the air. Allen. Trying to push deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively, limiting them to only 1 field goal. Playing shutdown football like that, Brock, it is no surprise they came away with the win. And I think you'd agree, we see some more lockdown football in their future.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker. Set to get things started. And off we go from Orchard Park. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen, in the prime of his career.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven to be really hard to beat.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. He'll air one out for Palmer. And the Chiefs are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. It's third and 4.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Chiefs first down. Play action here. Mahomes got a man. That's Rashee Rice. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Running these underneath crossing routes, you wouldn't imagine lead to a lot of explosive plays, but when done right, if you can get the receiver in open space and get the ball in their hands, there's a lot of opportunity for big run after the catch and generate chunk plays.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
17 yards.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day.
After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Right back to Kelce again. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
Yellow.
They'll send Worthy in motion. That is caught to the goal line and in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback. They get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Chenault. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going with their second possession.
They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back. 1st and 10. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Jalen Watson.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
17 yards, the gain there, and the Chiefs have a 1st down.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the 1st down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
It's now 2nd and 10.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, KC.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs move out on top. 14-0.
14. Bills nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Shenault. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. 1st catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st down.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. Stretching the field is Knox. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
1st down.
2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a 1st down. One more time going up top with Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So they're implementing a cover 2 system, and what that means is on the back end, Mike, your 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. They got to cover from the middle of the field all the way to the sideline. So they got to have range, they got to have great instincts, and then when they get a chance to get their hands on the ball, they got to be picks.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Patrick to throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy.
inside the 30. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. It's a gain of 43 yards.
That's good for a Kansas
Yellow,
City
yellow.
Chiefs.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Throwing again. It's Mahomes. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Kansas City Chiefs.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Goal, Kansas City.
Yellow.
Pacheco trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Here now, second down and goal. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Here's Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Bills nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. On the return, it's Chenault. And not the best of returns. He'll dive to the ground and just give himself up. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Throwing now. Allen here on first down. Again, working deep downfield. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 83 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
That is caught, and they get the 2-point conversion.
The score, Chiefs 21, Bills 8.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you. And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. The Chiefs offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Moving to his left. Now he'll run it. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
City Chiefs. First down. It's a gain of 20. And the first down.
Mahomes on first down. Left side in the hands of Rice. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Milano on the tackle. It's second down.
Second and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up third down
To throw is Mahomes. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play.
Yellow, yellow.
Kansas City.
On first down, it's Mahomes. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Complete to Travis
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
It's second and
Right back to the air for Mahomes. And the Chiefs are going to have it first and goal. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
a gain of 12 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Mahomes now to throw again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Gray is the motion man here. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Stop at the 6. And that sets up third and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense,
And he's in. Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, KC. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone and put the lead up by 2 more.
29. Bills 8. Harrison Butker in the kickoff
So now it's
for
Butker
Kansas City.
following the touchdown to send this one away. Now Codrington to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own
The Bills
25-yard
offense and their
line.
wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Throwing is Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. He's got it! And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Here comes to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Yellow.
They'll run with Pacheco. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34-yard line, here's second and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First
Pass is caught by Gray, right side. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Yellow, yellow.
They'll send Worthy in motion. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes...
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Round 80. What's that?
Here's Allen now on first and 10. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is hot. And he's gonna take this one all the way. 88 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And now, some of the new thinking. They're down 9, but they're going to go for 2 here.
The Bills are lining up.
Here's Allen to throw. That is caught. They're going to get the 2 points. Don't go away just yet. They are back to within a score.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest. Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Yellow.
Play action here. Mahomes. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Wait.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Working the right side. Taken in by Rice. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, Chiefs. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Chenault. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10.
Round 80. What's that?
Here's Allen. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Watson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Yellow.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They face second down and 7.
Yellow. Our side.
They'll drop to throw. Throughout another catch for his favorite target. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Yellow.
On third down, Mahomes. He'll take a shot here, back in the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball. I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
The Bills' offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got.
Still 1st down.
Allen to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Mahomes. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Pick up of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, KC.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one.
brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Mahomes. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. It's a gain of 10.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead. And the ball is going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Well, Lamar Jackson, I mean, he is just a ticking time bomb when he has got the football in his hands, and he explodes, Charles, for a big one there.
So there was the boom, huh? Because that's exactly what happened, right? And you can be in the right spot against him and not necessarily make the play. His talent is so good, and his ability to shift and move on a dime, oh, he is so impressive. Even when you play it right, he can make you wrong.
Caught left side Hopkins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So the running game gets them all the way down, knocking on the door. They try to pass, fumble.
I think a lot of times you expect pressure in that situation from the defense, so you outguess them or try to outguess them and throw the ball. In this case, it wasn't the right call. The running game, maybe they should have stuck with it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Jackson now. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And finishing that drive off was the touchdown grab by Isaiah Likely. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense set to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. Mahomes going to throw. This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Now here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle here to Brown.
Complete to number 5, Marquise Brown.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
2nd and 12.
DC ready?
At the 24-yard line.
Nice shot.
Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jackson.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
That's a gain of 8.
Hey, Alpha,
Brings up 3rd and
Now it's Jackson.
That's complete left side to Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Jackson.
They'll find Bateman once more. Down the left sideline.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 43 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside inside the 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now a run here off the... They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Ravens 21.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
66 yards.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
The Chiefs will set up for the...
Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Dances by him. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball
through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 41 yards. And the Ravens get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11. And a Kansas City Chiefs first down. A gain of 11 on the play. And the first down, Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Intended
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm, and he delivers it with confidence.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it would be like playing basketball.
Nabi Matabike able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Oh, that's a nice job defensively. He doesn't collapse on the quarterback. He stays with the pitch man all the way. What a great play by the defense.
Now Remigio. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 9. A minute 47 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And that's complete to Brown. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Mahomes. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it. And this will be caught at the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Mahomes will throw. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete. There it is, 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Well, they use your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
Baltimore, Maryland. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. On the option right is Jackson. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. From the gun, Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them. The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it. You work at it, but I don't care how much you prepare. It is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a first carry for the brother of Donovan. It's James Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Encroachment, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
We're scoreless after 1. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Allen off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. 27 yards for James Cook. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So after a scoreless first quarter, our first score of the game here in quarter number 2.
And it comes on a great run too, Brandon, because once he got past that first wave, how about how he kicked it into high gear? It outraced defenders all the way to the end zone.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. Jackson going to keep it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Here is 3rd and 5. Jackson now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. Throwing is Jackson. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 46-yard line.
Jackson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
Gain of a yard.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. What would he get out of it?
He sold this. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Ed Oliver. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
A slant route caught by Bateman. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room. Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback. Yeah, we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
This is all about testing a defense at different levels. Both the tight end and the receiver outside are going to run matching dig routes at varying depths down the field. This gives your quarterback options. He decides to go with his tight end on the shorter route, and he made the right call.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Odafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Allen going to go on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now it's Jackson.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
It's a gain of 14
Jackson to Bateman there, 1st down Ravens.
First down.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
A loss of 4.
Ed Oliver able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
First down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. Now Jackson. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DeAndre Hopkins from 3 yards out.
And the Ravens have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Cook again. And some room to run now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
First down, Buffalo.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Up the middle, it's Cook. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Bass is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.